back to the channel. Welcome to another TEW2020 experiment video here today, rolling the clock back to Monday week 1 January 2022, New Year's Day of the year just coming to an end. And what we're going to do is just going to go through this year till the start, Monday week 1 January 2023, and see what could have happened. See an alternate reality of what could have happened this year. Will Roman Reigns be dominant throughout the entire year as he was IRL? Will MJF become AEW champion? Will he leave? A lot of questions. I will say one thing I did notice was the specific icon Mandy Rose. The American has a devoted fan base all around the world, and her regular photo shoots are always popular with her admirers, which much later in the year WWE won't be such a fan of. But that is this reality. Who knows if it'll be this one, huh? Without further ado, let's just get into it, shall we? Let's jump forward and come back Monday week 1 January 2023 and answer that all-important question of what could have been in 2022 in the world of professional wrestling. And here we are, Monday week 1 January 2023. Bryan Danielson is the best wrestler on the planet, which fair enough. New Japan is the best company. Team of the year belongs to PNP, Proud and Powerful. Match of the year was Adam Page beating Danielson and Miro. Miro getting on the shows. This is a different reality. God. New Japan's got the best show. Young wrestler Hook. He had a very good 2022. The parts of it he was actually used in. Veteran wrestler is CM Punk. I wonder if he's walked out. Female wrestler is Hikaru Shida. And then, manager of the year. Oh, I thought that was Apollo Crews for a minute. God. Stokely Hathaway. Very different. WWE have just disbanded the Revengers. Okay. Gonna have to see what that's all about. God, right. Let's start with WWE, shall we? Vince McMahon is still in charge in this reality. No scandal for him. Look at titles. Money in the Bank was won by Roman Reigns, okay. The Rumble was won by Randy Orton, fun. Women's Money in the Bank was won by Becky Lynch, and the Women's Rumble was won by Sasha Banks. Instead of fighting for the Tag Titles Mania, I guess you'll get a women's title opportunity. Good for her. And then title-wise, we'll build up. Tag titles, both held by the Usos at the minute. The Raw Tag titles are held by Cesaro and Rey Mysterio, who, Orton and Riddle lost it to McIntyre and Mahal. 3MB reunion, 2022, we were robbed. Who lost it to Cesaro and Rey Mysterio. Fun team. The strength, the athleticism, the high-flying. Fun team. Meanwhile, the SmackDown Tag Team titles were held by Seth Rollins and Big E, which, Jesus Christ, these are random teams. The Usos lost the belts to the New Day, who lost it to Seth Rollins and Big E, which, you know what, I'm just glad Big E's here. I'm glad he's here, he's wrestling and he's doing well. Big E and Seth Rollins, that is a team. That is a team. I remember they have history at least. Seth Rollins WWE champion in 2014. Him and the New Day were busy mates. US title. Omos has the title. Good for him. Priest lost it to The Miz, who lost it to Omos, who destroyed him. Pop-off King. He's doing the tall guy thing so damn well. Look in his eyes. No fear. Intercontinental champion is Mustafa Ali, which is, different to getting the life being out of him every week, I suppose. Apollo, where are we starting? Nakamura lost it to Ali, so there's no Gunter here. Ali beat Nakamura, lost it to Corbin, lost it to Montez Ford. Shout out Montez, getting a singles title run. Losing it back to Mustafa Ali. Ali clearly having a nice year. 2 Intercontinental title runs. Lovely. Women's tag titles is Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley. No Judgment Day for Rhea Ripley. She's still hanging with Nikki ASH. They beat Carmella and Queen Zelina and held it for 211 days, so a really long reign for them as well. Then we got women's. Raw Women's Champion is Sonya Deville. Okay. Becky lost it to Alexa, lost it to Sonya. Fair enough, Sonya. Pop off. And SmackDown-wise, it's Io Shirai. Io Sky. Who beat Charlotte for the belt. And held it ever since, yeah. Roughly half the year Charlotte had it. Io the second half. Go on, Io. No damage control, but, she's on top, so hey-ho, here we go. WWE Champion we'll start with. Big E had it. Lost it to Brock Lesnar. And then Brock Lesnar held it from January to November, vast majority of the year, for losing it to current champion Bobby Lashley. So Lesnar and Lashley still have their feud in 2022. Just it's over the WWE title this time, and Lashley coming out on top and winning the belt for a second time. Good for you. And Universal Champion, the big one. The champion, of course. Roman Reigns held it for God knows how long. Has he lost it? Yes. To AJ Styles. He held it till August, so he held it for 20 straight months. A loss of days. Before losing it to the phenomenal one AJ Styles, getting another world title to his collection. He's held it for 171 days, so AJ's going strong. Nice. WWE landscape-wise, the Bloodline is still here. Roman, Jimmy and Jay. No Solo, no Sammy, which, a big knock on this reality. John Cena has left the WWE. And so has R-Truth. I guess that's the bigger news, perhaps. Where's John gone? I can't see his name there. I might be blind. I'll have to look him up. Right, WrestleMania main events. God, night 2 was Brock versus Roman. Night 1 was Steve Austin. There you go. Night 1 main evented by Roman Reigns, AJ Styles. Roman coming out on top. AJ getting his revenge later on in the year, though. Also had Lesnar, Lashley fighting it out here. Miz and Jinder Mahal were a team briefly before Jinder decided our team withdrew again. Ray and Finn defeated Seth and Sheamus and Edge and Goldberg. Edge and Goldberg, Team Spear over there. Good for them. Good for them. And instead of Brock versus Roman on night 2, it was Roman versus Finn and Brock beating Lashley again. Seth and Edge popping off as always. It's a banger. It's a banger. I've just realised Cody Rhodes isn't going to be here, is he? You wouldn't imagine so. Which, sad. But not injured, so happy in that regard. Roman beating Finn. But Finn eventually winning the title, of course. Who won the Rumbles? Orton and Sasha. Did Sasha get her title opportunity? Randy didn't. Sasha? No, the SmackDown Women's title wasn't even defended at Mania. Which, Jesus Christ, that's a choice, I guess. SummerSlam, AJ versus Happy Corbin, Lesnar, Lashley, Cesaro, Mars. Wow. Remember Lesnar versus Reigns versus Joe versus Strowman? Much better. Lashley, Cesaro, and Omos? Much better. WWE's put on some decent, good shows, good matches, mainly between Roman Reigns and people. Him and Mustafa got 83, good for them. And yeah, state WWE-wise, ups and downs. Cesaro and Riddle won a feud. A very different state of things you're in now. I mean, instead of Roman as the Undisputed Champion, the champs are AJ Styles and Bobby Lashley. So yes, it's a very different state. Let's continue looking around. Let's go to AEW next. AEW is Tony Khan, yeah. Julia Hart is the TBS champion. Jade Cargill never held it. It was Thunder Rosa to Kira Hogan to Britt Baker to Julia Hart. TNT champion is Andrade El Idolo. Cody lost it to MJF. Okay. Lost it to Christian, lost it to Andrade. Nice to see you doing something, Andrade. Tag champs are Rey Fenix and Penta El0M. They lost it to Lucha Express, who lost it back to him. Jungle Express, who lost it back to him. Women's champ is Hikaru Shida. Britt lost it to Thunder Rosa. Some things never change. Who lost it to Hikaru Shida. So Thunder Rosa had a good year. She held the TBS title from January to April. Then she won the women's title in May. Good for her. Hikaru Shida won it though. No Jamie Hayter, so that's an L for this reality. And Danielson beat Paige. So no Punk world title reign, no MJF world title reign. Danielson does get his world title reign. And Jon Moxley maybe gets a vacation in there. CM Punk is still here. He hasn't walked out yet. 18 wins, 10 losses. A very even record for CM Punk. 3 world title matches. Defeats to Adam Page and 2 defeats to Bryan Danielson. Their little feud on Rampage. And TNT title matches, losing to MJF 3 times in a row. And Andrade as well as AW. Also in a decent little state. You know, it's a very different world. Quality of match-wise, much higher, but this is Dave Meltzer rating them, you have to remember. Page beat Danielson and Miro for a 98 match of the year. Page beat Danielson the second best match of the year. Danielson and Moxley teamed up to beat Page and Miro. Just honestly, if you want to bang a match, just put Danielson and Adam Page in the ring together. Adam Page and CM Punk teamed up. Can't see that happening. Can't see that happening. New Japan. We'll go for like I'll say the big four and then I'll click on Impact after. Right. I don't really know New Japan. So if any of this stuff is like major or shocking, let me know in the comments. Bushi won the Best of the Super Juniors. G1 Climax belonged to Ishii. Junior Heavyweight Champion is Takahashi, who defeated El Desperado. Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champs are El Desperado and Kanamura. I'm butchering all of these names probably, I can tell. Who beat Robbie Eagles and Tiger Master 4th. Tag Champs are Evil and Sanada, who beat Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. US Champ is Will Ospreay, who defeated Kenta. Lions break crown. We're not doing that. Never open weight is Jay White, who beat Ishii. Never open weight 6-man tag team is Nagato, Taichi, and Zack Sabre Jr., who defeated Evil, Sho, and Yujiro Takahashi. New Japan Cup belongs to Minoru Suzuki. Super Junior Tag League belongs to Chris Brooks and Bushi. World Tag League belongs to Ryo Lee, who's just signed for WWE IRL, of course, going in February, and Hiroshi Yamato. And the IWGP World Champion is Shingo Takagi. Takagi? One of them. Who's just not lost it. June 2021 till January 2023. I think Jay White's the champion right now, isn't he? That sounds right. Yeah, it's Takagi now. Which, good for him. Good for him. And we'll end on a high over an Impact. Chris Sabin's Digital Media Champ, fair enough. Knockouts is Deonna Purrazzo, who beat Mickey. Good for her. Jessie McKay and Cassie Lee haven't taken a break due to pregnancy. And are the champs. They beat Jordan Grace and Rosemary, who beat Casey Lee and Jessie McKay. Impact World Champion is Matt Cardona, Pop-Off King. Moose lost it to Jonah. Bronson Reed lost it to Matt Cardona. So no big Josh Alexander push. He immediately lost it to Moose and then never won it back. Tag champs are Ace Austin and Madman Fulton, who beat Black Taurus and Crazy Steve, who beat Ace Austin and Madman Fulton. I notice a pattern. And the X Division title belongs to Rich Swann, who beat Cardona. So Cardona's had a very nice little year, hasn't he? As overall, we will look at NXT UK still exists, actually. And the UK tag champs are Rampage and Shaw Samuels. Women's champ is Nina Samuels. Big time for people called Samuels. And the UK champ is Walter, who beat Ilya Dragunov to win the title back. And kept his name. And kept his show company. Whilst over in NXT land. No Dusty Cup. No Women's Dusty Cup. Women's Tag Champs are Gigi and JC, Toxic Attraction. They beat Casey Squared, who beat Toxic Attraction. Men's Tag Champs are Wesley and Nash Carter. MSK, Nash Carter keeping his job. Means no big singles push for Wesley, but he is the Tag Champ again, having defeated Imperium. North American title belongs to Grayson Waller, the Loudmouth Aussie. Mello lost to Dexter, who lost to Grayson. Women's Champ is Elektra Lopez. Mandy's reign ended a lot sooner. Still a decent little run, October to June. Lost it to Raquel, who went back to get it. Held it to November, vacant. Elektra wins the vacant belt. NXT champion, Samoan Joe. Ciampa loses it to vacant. Injury or call up, your choice. Loses it to Pete Dunne, who is still Pete Dunne. Holds it for 2 months. Loses it to Joe. 16 days later, Joe still got it. It's overall a very different reality. You know, there are probably some stuff in it, most likely better than what is IRL. Some stuff worse than what is IRL. Ups and downs and roller coasters. Ring of Honor World Champ is Dragon Lee. Is that Ryo Lee? Yes? No? Yes, this is Ryo Lee. So instead of signing for WWE, he did sign for Ring of Honor, who aren't owned by AEW. And he's the world champ, so good for him. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. What do you think is better in this reality to IRL? What do you think is worse in this reality to IRL? What are your hopes for professional wrestling in 2023? What are your predictions? What do you want to happen? Let me know everything in the comments down below. Well, not everything, but you know what I mean. And leave a like if you have enjoyed. I hope you have. Subscribe for more and have a very, very happy new year. Thank you for watching.